Hey everyone, I'm DrHamfist. Let's do this. We're trying to clear the final boss of Act 3 for the first time as the Ironclad. We've never done this yet. And if I do this, I'm actually going to be 2 for 3 for beating the game on video. And there is a late shop. We like those. For this build, we really like elites too. We've just picked up the black star that says elites are high value for us. So we want to pick up as many elites as we can. I think I'm only seeing the ability to hit one and that shop, right? Yeah. But can we get 2 elites if we do the other path? No. So we're only going to get 1 elite no matter what, which means picking up this black star was sort of like getting a random relic. I think that's fine because I think both the other relics it was showing us are probably worse than a random relic. So let's just try to net a path that looks good, given that we're going to try to hit this shop right at the end, and then leverage all of our gold for the boss. These are functionally identical, so no preference there. I don't think we want to hit this campfire. If we're going to hit this shop... Yeah, I mean, that shop probably is still better than a campfire, so we can hit any of these. Well, actually, no, we can't hit this one. So, somewhere in here, we want to hit this elite. So, well, no, there's an elite right there, too. Yeah, these seem like totally the same. It doesn't really matter. So we're just picking where we want to be here. I say we want to avoid this shop. Let's hit this unknown event. Alright, so this guy is the Orb Walker. He has, is that just artifact? And that's strength up. At the end of its turn, gains 3 strength. Oh. So this is basically just a damage test. I think we should be fine in a damage test. Since we have Bloodletting, we can Pommel Strike, and we'll still have enough for, like, Bash Fiend Fire. It might be correct just to Bash Fiend Fire right now, and just ignore Pommel Strike Bloodletting. Spend, like, an extra energy. I think it's correct just to simply Bash Fiend Fire. I'm not sure what we could draw that would be that much more value than this. Yeah, because we want to kill him fast, and that's already a very good amount of damage. I think that put 1 burn in our draw and 1 burn in our discard. Is that what I'm reading that it did? Yeah, that's interesting. So here, I think we'll just kill him. And if we're going to just kill him, let's get in several attacks that our pen nib is higher. In fact, I think the right way to do this may be to bite first. No, we're not doing enough damage that it matters, so we'll do it this way. Poison Potion. I don't think the Poison Potion is ever good on the Ironclad. It doesn't matter though, because we have a Sozu from, I think, the first act. So the options are Shrug It Off, Heavy Blade, or Clothesline. Heavy Blade, I don't know if we want more. We already have quite a few. The Shrug It Off is arguably a great pick because it just replaces itself. We don't want our deck to be too fat. I think we're going to take the Shrug It Off. It's sort of a weird pick with our strength build, but I think this is fine. I'm not a huge fan of Clothesline either. Yeah, let's do the Shrug It Off. Oh, so the unknown event is just a fight anyway? Wait, hold on, no. Jutting from the chaotic terrain around you, a bony sphere surrounds a mysterious glowing object within. While you are curious what lies inside, you notice some sentries keeping an eye on it. Oh, so I guess these are sentries, not droids, but... let's do the fight for a relic, because I think we still get the normal fight rewards, so that makes this kind of like an elite that you have the option of skipping, but this looks like just a normal fight. I mean, yeah, our last normal fight was this guy, and there's like 2 added, but I think this is fine. And actually, I guess this is a little bit worse than elite, because an elite would give us double relics, and this one won't. So this is the tricky guy to kill for our build, because Fiend Fire, for example, would be terrible into him. Of course, I think Combust doesn't reflect damage. Honestly, though, I think we have to tunnel vision this guy fast because he gets 3 strength every turn. And if we have to, we can just try to defend repeatedly against this guy. But this guy's just going to get out of control. This guy does a one-time attack to us when he dies. Whenever he upgrades himself, you can kind of think of him as just doing that much damage more to you once, because he only can die once. Whereas this guy, when he upgrades, gets like crazy. But at least we have the alternate game plan of just kind of combusting and just passing repeatedly to take him out. This guy we have to deal with. So I think we're going to go for him first. I think we do want to play Combust this turn too. Let's Bloodletting first, because Combust will heal us. And then I think we'll just bash him. Sword Boomerang's probably fine. Alright, it didn't hit the Thorns guy, we like that. And then we can still play 1 defend here. Yeah, I think that's the first time I've even played Combust. I think we've had that for a while. We've just never drawn it, or maybe just never played it. So this could be a huge turn, because I'm probably going to Offering, which says draw 5, and then I have Battle Trance in my hand. Yeah, we don't have much going for us if we don't play Offering, so I think we're definitely going to do it. Let's get this Inflame out of the way. I think there's a hand cap, and if we draw too much, it doesn't really work. So I think before we Battle Trance, we want to do that. Is there a way to kill something with Feed this turn? Probably. I don't think we can play that Clash, but I think we can just Battle Trance right now. I think we're comfortable just spending our energy on whatever we draw here. We don't need to like Pommel Strike and draw more. So Reaper would be... Yeah, it would just top us off at full. Is it worth it to do that? Maybe we Thunderclap, then Reaper? I think we do Thunderclap. It just does a lot of damage, and the Vulnerable would be nice. And then here we can Reaper and just go to full. Maybe we can, like, take this guy out this turn. I think that would just one-shot him. Well, we don't want to one-shot him because if we don't heal from Reaper from hitting him. Yeah, maybe we actually just use this worse heavy blade to not kill him. That's such a weird play. What about, like, Pommel Strike? I would like to play Feed, because we probably won't find it if we don't play it this turn. So if we Pommel Strike him, then do Reaper... Because I think the math on it is we can kill something with Feed no matter what. So let's hit him. We'll take damage for hitting him, but then we'll play Reaper. That's just going to full health heal us. And then we can just Feed to take this guy out. Or this one. Let's do this one. Well, this one's swinging damage this turn. We'll take 12 for killing him, but it's probably fine. Because we can't get this guy. Yeah. Yeah, and we can sort of ignore this guy, because he'll die in 2 turns to the Combust ability. Yeah, and he's not even attacking this turn, so he's effectively dead right now. So we just want to kill this guy, and the best way to kill this guy would be to bite as many times as possible, which I think is actually just twice. Yeah, because next bite kills him no matter what, so we'll bite with this bite, which heals more. And then, yeah, there's no reason to take the 5 damage attacking him. Oh, wait. Maybe there was, because we take 1 damage every turn from Combust and we were holding a burn. Oh, but Reaper here heals us more than we take from... No. Well, it is correct to do this, because if we pass, we'll take 1 damage and kill him from Combust. This is just 7 for 7. It goes even. Oh, wait, I think it only healed us the damage it did, which was just 1. I thought it would heal you for overkill, but I guess they have to have that much health. Okay. The upgraded Flex can be really nice if you draw it at the right time. Fire Breathing also could be really good. I think the Flex, just for you know, if we can combine it with Reaper, or if we can combine it with that, what's that one that, I can't even remember the name of it. Fiendfire. Flex Fiendfire can be really crazy. Let's take it. Alright, so these guys. Yeah, so I think there's this trick about when you take them out, they aren't actually dead unless it was the last one. So the only one that you can feed is like the last one that you kill that ends the fight. So we definitely don't want to waste our feed by accident. I think what we're going to do is Inflame, Shrug It Off, and Shockwave. Let's Shrug It Off first to see, though. I don't think we want to Fiend Fire this turn. If we attack with Bite first, Fiend Fire will deal double. We could just one-shot one of them. I think we want to play this one a little bit slow, though. Yeah. We will take a bit of damage this turn, but getting that Shockwave up gives us a lot more ability to just tear through these guys and then try to get them all dead at the same time. So let's do that. Alright, so we found Flex. We did find it with Reaper. We don't have that much we can do with it, really. Let's see what we draw with the Pommel Strike, I suppose. Hit the weakest one? Let's hit... Actually, hold on. We can make Reaper deal double damage. That's probably worth it, just because it hits everyone. Yeah. Let's Pommel Strike this one. Because he's attacking. Probably get him. Yeah, so Reaper is just insane damage, because they're also all vulnerable. Yeah, it's like 33 to all. Let's just bite this one too. Just save him from attacking us. Then we have to try to get these guys who are blocking, so that might be a little bit difficult. Okay, so this one's swinging more and it's lower health, so definitely going on that one. I think we offering to start. Heavy Blade is not... No, he's vulnerable. It is enough to kill him. It's probably enough to kill this guy. Yes. Then I don't think we care to try to get feed off. I think we're just going to take them out. Oh, I probably should have done the bites, but with our passive, or Burning Blood, it doesn't matter. Yeah, if they were less annoying in the long game, that was something where we could have tried to feed the last one. But they keep coming back and it's just so annoying. Twin Strike. 7 damage twice. This kind of double dips on strength. The other option is an unupgraded Sword Boomerang. Triple dips on strength, but by default, its starting damage is 9 versus the 14. So until your strength is 5 or more, it just performs worse. I think the Twin Strike would be fine. I'm actually contemplating skipping everything. I think we'll take the Twin Strike. That feels fine. I think I'm not skipping cards enough. I think I'm also spending all my gold at shops too often. Oh, so 361 gold for one relic, probably not worth it. I think we'll get more value out of spending this gold at a shop. So let's skip that. Yeah, and then here, we got the shovel, so we love rest sites now. So let's go here and hit one of these rest sites. Probably the one before the elite, rather than the other order. You come upon a dapper-looking, cheery gremlin. It's time to spin the wheel. Are you ready? Of course you are. There's no option not to spin the wheel there. So, I guess we're doing it. Gold. This is going to be the craziest shop ever. Wow. 661. Maybe we should have gotten the relic for 300 whatever gold. Alright, so let's rest first, then fight the elite. That way we have the relic from digging. We're full health, so obviously we're going to dig. Ah, the Mummified Hand. So whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand costs 0 this turn. That's actually quite good. We've got a handful of powers, and we've got a handful of expensive cards. So, Nemesis. I'm not sure what he does. I'm also assuming this is a reference, possibly to Resident Evil. I think we open with the Pommel Strike. He's not attacking, so I don't think we want to draw using Shrug It Off. I think just getting more damage is more valuable. Yeah, and this is the case where Twin Strike just outperforms Sword Boomerang to start with. Sword Boomerang does deal more damage than Bites, and since we're full, we actually care about that. And we're very close with Pen Nib, so maybe we can get a big hit in next turn. Ah, so he just went intangible. Reduce all damage taken and HP lost to 1 for the next 2 turns. Huh. Well, that could be really, really bad for us. Well, if we bash, he's only vulnerable for the turns that he's already intangible anyway. I'm not sure if that makes any sense. Well, we can bash Thunderclap, and that way he will be vulnerable on the turn this wears off, and then we can defend. I guess that's what we're doing. I mean, everything does 1 damage. Bite doesn't make sense because we're full health already. So I guess that's what we're doing. It's a shame that our Pen Nib got wasted on that, but I think setting up the vulnerables more value. 40 damage. Ugh. That's not very nice. Well, let's weaken him for sure. It's the only thing that actually reduces his damage here. And then past that, we'll just do Inflame and Bite, just to get a little bit of healing in. We're still eating 30. There's no way to stop that. Ugh. It's like a third of our health. Just a casual third of our health. Fiendfire probably makes sense to do this turn. The good thing about Pommel Strike is it doesn't reduce how many cards we'll have for the Fiendfire. So we'll open with that. The Reaper doesn't heal us for that much health, so I think we got a Fiendfire. Actually, well, Bite just heals us and does the same amount of damage we would get from discarding it to Fiendfire. So I guess we'll do a Bite Fiendfire. Seems fine. Yeah. Well, he's gonna get to wail on us for 2 more turns, and then I think we'll try to get him the next turn. The next turn that he's open, I should say. Well, let's Pommel Strike and see what we can draw here. It doesn't matter if we Inflame first because the strength doesn't actually impact how much damage we're dealing right now. Offering might be worth it. We only have to draw like 1 defend before it's profiting health. Okay, well... yeah, the other thing is we do heal 2 when we play powers, and powers also make other things free. So Combust takes 2 health from us over the next 2 turns, but it already gives us that. And it makes something free. Yeah, so it made a defend free. That's going to save us some energy. So we're going to be able to Pommel Strike here. I think we'll Shrug It Off. Yeah, we can try to like draw some of these burns. So we already have enough to avoid all the damage we're taking this turn. So I guess that means we're going to Bite, just for the healing. And it gets our Pen Nib closer. I think the shame is there's no way we're finding that feed again. We'd have to go through 18 cards to then shuffle it into an enormous deck. And he's diluting our deck really quickly with all these burns. Well, let's try to draw better defensive cards. Didn't really work. I mean, the extra turn's vulnerable. Arguably better than 1 more damage from Twin Strike, but I really want to kill him next turn. We'll probably come up with more vulnerable in the meantime if we need to. Let's get 1 more damage. I don't think that will matter, but hopefully we get him. Yeah, we got our red skull strength. We've got to have enough damage this turn, right? Yeah, okay. So we definitely do, and we want to hit him with Reaper before he's low health, because this is the only attack that heals us based on the damage it deals. Did I really hope I didn't just waste Pen Nib with that Twin Strike last turn. I don't think I did. It would show 0 if I did that. Might have made sense to route differently so that we could do Reaper with Pen Nib. Let's heal off of that. And then let's do Bite Bite has him. Okay. Not atrocious. Yeah, and that wasn't a lead. I almost forgot about that. So, some gold, a mango, raise your max HP by 14. Oh my gosh, it's just a better pear. Which is totally true, by the way. Mangoes are better than pears. Although I think pears are also one of the most underrated fruits there are. Mango still beats it though. And then the old coin gained 300 gold. I don't need this much gold. Why do I have almost 1,000 gold? I don't need 1,000 gold. I think we take Pommel Strike. The upgraded Pommel Strike's real nice. Alright, so a group of Sentinels. And this is not the guy we want to tunnel vision. This is the guy that's just hard to kill. I think we want to tunnel vision this guy before his Thorn stacks up. And I think we also want to play Rupture. Because then when we play Bloodletting, we get a strength for it. And it made our Heavy Blade free this turn, which is actually crazy. Let's Pommel Strike. Actually, let's Pommel Strike this guy. I think this guy swings for a lot more than the Exploder does, so let's Pommel Strike the Spheric Guardian. We're probably going to hit this guy with Heavy Blade, because it will do a lot of damage. And here, we might Reaper this turn. Let's see, so we can Clash Heavy Blade. Alright, let's get this guy over with. Because I hate fighting these guys. And then we can just bite. Well, yeah, we should probably just use the bite to do it. And then we'll start working on this guy. Yeah, this guy has 3 artifacts, so it's hard to get him with any statuses, but we probably have enough punch to just overwhelm him that way. So Offering does actually give us 1 strength, because it damages us, which means it heals us for more when we Reaper. So this actually barely costs health right now. And then here, let's assume we're going to try to feed on one of these guys this turn, which might mean this guy. I think Thunderclap and then Reaper afterwards is a good play here. I think Shrug it off to avoid taking some damage is not bad too either. Oh, and a flame. Nice. Alright, so we rolled the Reaper off Mummified Hand on the flame, which is actually crazy good. We're definitely going to Thunderclap before Reaper. Does it make sense to Pommel Strike? I think so. Shockwave. I don't think we'll play Shockwave. I think we're going to Thunderclap, then play Reaper. Reaper will do a lot of damage to this guy. And then I think Feed will kill this guy. Yeah, and then we can just defend and just remove some of the damage he'll do to us. This run's looking really good. I think we'll actually clear as Ironclad. Combust. Well, we should probably Battle Trance first because this costs 0. So if we roll this with hand, it's embarrassing. With Mummified Hand. Yeah, and then we'll Combust. Gives us a free Shrug It Off, which will not draw a card, unfortunately. And then do we want to just deal damage? Oh, we have him dead. Yeah, we have him dead. What am I doing? Like I said before, if I could count, we just passed 1,000 gold, by the way. I've never seen that. I don't know if I've seen 500. All right. I don't think we want any of these. If it were an upgraded flex, I'd consider it. All right, so we want to hit a shop. We actually have so much money, we want to hit both shops. We can get a relic out of here, but we'll probably benefit from the shops better. And we have 1,000, so we can just spend 500 at each shop. So I think we want the shop more. Yeah. So whenever you exhaust a card, deal 3 damage to all enemies. This makes Fiend Fire crazy. So Sharon's Ashes is really, really good with Fiend Fire. It's also just decent with any card that says exhaust. So we have a ton of money. You know what? If we got that membership card, we would have easily had enough to cover the cost of it. I had no idea we were going to have this much money, though. So let's see. Happy Flower every 3 turns gain an energy. Paper Frog. Enemies with vulnerable take 75% more damage rather than 50. That's an option. When Tate brews 5 random potions. Well, if we could use potions. The other thing is card removal service. I think it's actually quite good. Draw 3 cards exhaust. That also triggers Sharon's Ashes. Deal damage equal to the number of cards in your draw pile. Well, I've got a lot of cards. That's definitely an option. The question is, do we want Happy Flower or Paper Frog? We have so much money, I think we at least want one of them. I think we do want Mind Blast. And probably also Master of Strategy. It's a bit of a nombo with Battle Trance, and I do have one of them already. But like looking up here, I don't think we like Perfected Strike. We don't have any normal strike cards, we have Bites. I don't think having 2 Battle Trance is a good idea. Shrug It Off, I mean, it's not really what our deck's doing. Metallicize is an option. We should probably take it. Because it makes something else free the turn you play it, and it costs 1. So like it probably is a free, like 0 drop, gain 3 block every turn for the rest of the fight, and you get 2 health from the bird face turn when you play a power. And it's only 75 gold, that's not that much, so I think we'll take that. And then Rampage, our deck's so fat we'll never play this twice. I mean, maybe on the final boss, but... So then Mind Blast at only 100, it's very efficient. Master of Strategy for almost 200 is less good, but it's still quite good. So I think we'll still take it. Yeah, we will. And then the question is, do we want these? I almost want to take both. The thing is, we're going to try to hit another shop. I think we have enough vulnerable that we can keep vulnerable up all the time. So you can kind of think of Paper Frog as being a like 1/6 damage upgrade. Past like the first few turns when we don't have vulnerable up. So this seems pretty good. The extra energy every 3rd turn, we have 4 every turn. So it's like 1 extra energy every 3rd would be like 4 every 3 turns. We're looking at 12 energy. So that'd be like 1/12 more energy, but this is 1/6 more damage. And it doesn't cost double what this does. I think we'll do that. The other hidden factor is that we have cards that give us energy. So this is actually a little bit even worse by comparison. So I don't think we'll take... Yeah, I think we're not taking Plants vs. Zombies. And we'll just keep 400 gold. And we'll acquire a bit more before this last shop. And these 2 paths are basically identical. We'll probably do this one, get the relic first. The giant jawworm thing? Yeah, the maw. Alright, so here's why we like Mind Blast. We have a lot of cards. This just says 0, deal 32, which is crazy. We'll Inflame first. Now it's going to say 0, deal 34. That made our Reaper free. We might even just play it. Let's do this first, and then... Do we want to draw? I think we do, because, I mean... What else are we spending the energy on? Combust feels fine here. I maybe should have played Reaper first before I did it. I think it rolled on feed anyway, though. And is that just this turn, Mummified Hand? Yeah, okay. I think we'll play the Reaper for a bit of healing. I don't expect we'll find it again, is the thing. And then I think we'll use Sword Boomerang. Is it correct to use feed here? I don't think it is. I mean, our pen nib is up right now. I maybe should have planned to turn around that. Maybe even for the Reaper to get like double healing. I don't think we'll cycle and get feed again. So I guess we do want to spend it because it's just like, well... The catch is like, what if I draw Fiendfire next turn and can get like pen nib on Fiendfire? That's the catch. I think we'll pass and just assume we'll get more damage next turn by not using feed, and then maybe we draw it again later. Maybe. Oh, we're weakened. I have a hard time believing we'll get that much more damage. Well, let's start with this, which will deal 3 to him because of Charon's Ashes. Do we have anything else that draws here? Not really. Yeah, so we're just going to do Battle Trance right now. Okay. Well, I guess we can do a doubled Reaper. And we might as well Bloodletting before, because that'll over heal anyway. We could also Thunderclap first, and then Reaper, he'd be vulnerable, but it wouldn't do double damage. Oh, but vulnerable's better with Paper Frog anyway. Let's start with this. I think we're fine to still Bloodletting here. And then Pommel Strike's a little bit more damage than Bites, so since we're full health, we can do that. I maybe should have defended. That's fine. Okay, so here we go. We've got Fiendfire. We're not really close to Pen Nib, but maybe we can find some vulnerable first. That would be nice. Well, that's vulnerable. That's not terribly efficient. Metallicize, probably worth playing, just because it makes something else free. It helps us dump our hand, which we don't really want to do with Fiendfire. But, okay, well that was fine, because this card replaces itself anyway. And then we'll do this to get more cards in hand. Yeah, and then we'll probably just Shockwave Fiendfire. It would have been nice to get Rupture into play. I don't think we can play it though. I mean, if it rolls one of these two, we can. But we really want to get Shockwave up. I think he's just dead if we get him vulnerable. Because vulnerable's so impactful. Wow, this animation takes forever with Charon's Ashes. We didn't get him, but very nearly. Maybe there's some world where I just draw a ton of cards that say draw cards on them and I can find my feast. Actually, no, I think we played it, right? I can't even remember. That's not the card we wanted to make free. It doesn't matter, though. Okay, still sitting pretty on health. The Inflame seems really good. Like, now that we have this mummified hand, Inflame just seems crazy good. Like, even with it not being upgraded. Yeah, so full health. No way an upgrade's better than a random relic in my mind. Ah, Kanai. Kanai's pretty good. We probably would want the one that gives us plus strength rather than dexterity, because we have very, very few defensive cards in this deck, but it's still fine. We have a ton of attacks, so we'll get a lot of mileage out of it still. Well, I think we just want to make something free first. Well, we may do enough attacks first. No, we won't. So if I want to clash, I'll do double defend. I think I will because, hold on. I'm already blocking a lot of this damage. If I defend, I can clash this guy who's usually annoying for me to kill, but I think I want to hit this guy first because he's low health. This would be 9 and 14. just a way of saying it'd be 25. Except this is random, so that's really not as much mileage. Let's just clash this kid. Yeah, that guy adds dazed to our draw pile, which is actually somewhat annoying. If it was discard, we would barely care at all. Okay, so we have a ton of draw in our hand. Before we draw further, we want to Mind Blast, but before we Mind Blast, we want to Flex. Mind Blast is going to deal how much? Oh my gosh, because Pen Nib's active. That's a cheaty number. It's not really that high. Let's just one-shot this guy, because every time we hit him, he hurts us. And then we probably want to Pommel Strike just to kill him, because it's a relatively low amount of damage. Not too much overkill. Let's get Bloodletting out of our hand first before we then Inflame, so we don't roll the Inflame on it. We want to Inflame before we Pommel Strike. And we want to Pommel Strike before we Blood Trance, or Battle Trance, sorry. Okay, well, still want to Pommel Strike before we Battle Trance. We want to Battle Trance before we Inflame, because we don't want to roll Inflame with it. We also want to Heavy Strike before we Inflame. Bite, Free Bite, Shrug It Off first for armor. Reaper first for healing. Before they're both dead? Is that right? Seems roughly fine. And then we'll just... Oh, he just died from the Sharon's Ashes effect. I think that's what killed him. I can't remember. Oh my gosh. So upgraded Whirlwind or Offering? That is a tough choice because upgraded Whirlwind is pretty good, but Offering just feels so good in this list. I think we take the Offering. It's a shame, because upgraded Whirlwind's really nice too. I don't think we can miss that Offering, though. Yeah, so here, a shop, still 400, even though we blew like 700 on the last shop. So, Panache, every time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 10 damage to all enemies, and this is a power. I think we pretty often pull that off. This also is a power which costs 0, which makes something else free. It's pretty good. Well, let's check the relics, though. I don't want to forget to do that. Whenever an enemy dies, that doesn't matter. We're only fighting the boss, I think. It's the only thing we have left to fight. Whenever you would receive 5 or less unblocked attack damage reduced to 1. Yeah, I don't think we care about any of those. I think Panache is very good. It's 200. I still think it's crazy good. I don't like Clothesline. I don't like Reckless Charge. I don't really like True Grit for this deck. I've never liked Warcry. Feel No Pain. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 4 block. Since this is a power, it's arguably worth it, even though that almost does nothing for us. I think we're getting Panache, and then I think we're taking Flash, and then Feel No Pain. That seems pretty good. And then we could only get Reckless Charge. I don't think it's worth it. It just takes up a card slot, and it makes you vulnerable. I mean, there's a lot of times we won't even want to play that, I think. Like, the vulnerable's probably worse than getting that damage in, I would think. Yeah, I don't think we want that. Alright, so let's get a relic, and then we're fighting the boss. Ooh, so whenever you have no cards in your hand during your turn, draw a card. I doubt that will come into play. We have a lot of draw. Alright, so we're fighting, like, the gross oozing donut monster, and then the gross pyramid. Oh, it's Donu for donut, and then Deca for decahedron? This is like a D8. This is just a donut. So that one's swinging for 20, and this one is buffing, and they both have artifact for 2. Okay, okay. Well, let's get up Rupture, see what it lands on. Well, we should Flex first, because it's always free. And then we can't get Clash out of our hands to avoid hitting it. Well, since Shrug It Off landed, we'll Shrug It Off first. Make sure we don't hit it on it again. Okay, so Inflame, hit Shockwave. I guess we just Shockwave now and try to get this in. Well, I'm optimizing how much energy I'm going to spend, but I'm already going to spend 0. And then which one do we want to clash? That's the actual question this turn. This one's a little bit lower. I guess that one. Oh, that's right. I almost hit it on turn. I missed it by accident. And then I drew a card. Because we can just keep... Yeah, so I guess it does matter optimizing your energy really well. That's funny. The moment I think the decision making doesn't matter, the game proves me wrong. There's infinite strategy to this game, which is why I love it. Okay. Well, we have nothing else to draw. Oh, wait. Battle Trance is a Nombo with the Unceasing top. Yeah, so we have to play it, and we're not gonna flame with it in our hand because it costs 0. Now Offering doesn't draw anything. I think we pay it for the energy anyway. Maybe this isn't going to interact with cards, because relics seem to often not in some ways. Like, relics don't care about your strength, for example. Maybe we can still make this work somehow. Maybe we'll keep drawing once we run out. Like, for example, Pommel Strike won't. I guess what I should have done there, just as a hedge in case it actually does work, is play everything but Heavy Blade, and then play the power. So let's see. Am I going to draw? I don't believe I am. Crazy pen nib damage, though. Yeah, so if you have that Unceasing top, you don't want that that draw 3, then no more drawing this turn card. Alright. Peek under the draw. So we've already got him. We can bite. I think, honestly, we will bite here. Oh no. Defend blocks 8. I guess we want to block the damage. That is a lot. Yeah, it seems fine. I think we got this. We're almost below half, at which point we just go, like, totally crazy with Red Skull. Alright, so... do I think we can draw 13 cards this turn to reshuffle to make Mind Blast better? I think that's an easy no, so we'll just do Mind Blast now. Well, we'll Inflame first for 2 damage, but it'll save us an energy if we draw some other real stuff first. Yeah, so let's Mind Blast first, and then let's actually draw some cards. And let's do, like, non-attack cards first, because that way we might draw some more strength before we use Flash of Steel. Alright. Well, we may have actually done it. We might loop, in which case I should have saved that. I think we've got him, but my mind immediately was like, how do we feast him? And this is the final boss, which is to say there are no fights after this, and your max health does not matter. Unless it somehow is, like, part of the score calculation. We did it. Alright. That's like that I need to go to sleep now, I'm lying in bed, turn the brain off moment, where I'm just like, I'll think about everything. And then really, I don't have to think about anything at all. Alright, so we did it. We are 2 for 3. We have won with the Ironclad. Score of 672. That's a lot higher than I had on the Silent. Yeah. Alright, so we've done it. One is the Ironclad. One is the Silent Ones. And we've also died as the Ironclad. I think I do want to just play the Ironclad some more. That was an interesting offensive build. I actually enjoyed that a lot, and it had a lot of cards that I usually see and I'm just disgusted by, but they did work pretty well together. I'd like to, if the cards are nice to me, show off that more defensive style of Ironclad that you can make. There's a few very potent defensive combos. So I think next time, let's try to do the Ironclad again. and try to do a different type of deck. And just keep grinding the Ironclad, get some more of the unlocks, and get better at them. So next time, Ironclad again, see if we can't get back, beat it again, but hopefully with a different style of deck. So see you then.